Hold on, you gotta be able to hit me right. All right. So we got black families in St. Louis are leaving in droves. What causes this mass exodus? I want to know too. We'll be right back on the Keep It P podcast. And I guess since it's the morning time, I guess we dripping. Y'all want to drip with me? I want to drip with you. Come on, everybody, do the drip.
Early in the morning, wake, yo, go.
Come on, baby.
Congratulations to
Let's do the drip.
Savage and J Lava for their 500th episode.
Come on, baby. Let's do the drip.
P, man. From the P Mountain itself, the Bishop John Magic Wand, chairman of the board of famous players everywhere. You dig? Church.
Thank you for being there, fans coming from P. You know what I mean? So make sure you check out the Keep It P podcast. This is me telling you. P. That's P the Ghost LOXD block. And congratulations once again, TZ Vaughn, Savage, and J Lava. Love is love. Go Soldier Soul.
J Lava, television, network, the whole fucking 9 yards. You know what I'm saying?
Early in the morning, wake, yo, go mouth ass up.
Oh, yeah. Is y'all ready? Because I'm ready. We don't need it twice. Come on. Is that the drip? What's up, Miss Upton? How you doing now? My fellow Gemini sweetie poops. Most esteemed member of the Keep It P podcast. This right here is the Raw, though. This is what we do when we do Raw. So you guys aren't supposed to be over here. If you want to come over here, there's a link in the description that says Raw, K-I-P-P Raw. Come on over there and hear us talk that real deal shit on the late night. Anyway, this is J Lava, and this is the Keep It P podcast, where we take news, situations, everyday occurrences, and indeed we show how one could have and could not have been. Keeping it P, all right? I'm not trying to tell you what to think, trying to show you how to think. When you find yourself mixed up in an anti-black racist war propaganda machine being perpetuated by the lamestream media, then you got the Democrats and the Republicans, both of them, bipartisan, super saiyan, like this, 94-1 on the crime bill targeting black people. Then you got Big Daddy baller Joe Biden trying to throw $450,000 to the illegal immigrants. $1 billion to the Afghan warriors hanging off of planes, circling back around to the Indians like, y'all good? Y'all need some more reparations, fam? Y'all ain't get enough the first time. Casinos and all that wasn't enough. Then you got Kamala talking about $1.6 billion to South America. Then you got Sheila Jackson Lee over in California talking about she heading up, closing the racial wealth gap for LGBTQ. All the stuff that I just said, go look it up if you don't believe me. I don't be saying this stuff just to be saying it, dog. It's real business around here, brother. Now look here. Now, let's see here. Let me get to this news story real quick, because I want to know why black people was leaving St. Louis. I ain't even know it was niggas still in St. Louis no more. It says, Fred Jameson, a St. Louis native who lived in various states as a child, after college in Mississippi, he moved back to St. Louis region for work to be close to family. The 42-year-old lived in a few neighborhoods in St. Louis and parts of the region for some time, but ultimately returned to Walnut Park area around 2009. After living there for a decade, he noticed the neighborhood was plagued with constant gun violence, and that persuaded him to leave for good. The closer I got to moving is the closer I thought that I was going to make it up out of there because of the gunshots and the people dying, Jameson said. Our street was good, but yet and still we heard gunshots every night. Many other African-American families have moved out of the city according to the 2020 census. 27,396 Black people left St. Louis over a decade and moved to other counties in the region or other states. During the same period, the city lost 5,334 white residents. St. Louis County picked up 17,367 Black residents. And St. Charles County gained 5,848 Black residents. The last time St. Louis saw a decline in Black in population was back in 1970s. Today, the number of Black residents in St. Louis is smaller than the populations in the 50s. Today, many are leaving St. Louis for better schools, lower crime rates, and greater property values. Jameson moved to St. Peter's because he wanted a shorter commute to his job at General Motors in Witzel, where he worked in various positions for 21 years and is the president of Local 2250. Well, you can go ahead, brother. A pattern of Black families leaving St. Louis is not new. Part of St. Louis are historically economically marginalized since the demographic in St. Louis University social professor said in an article. We're taking back the blocks that are for decades you've seen, whether it's crime, vacant properties, and property that isn't used, wasting stations for garbage, Sandoval said. Oh, here you go. How come y'all always doing different names? So y'all just subscribe to put the bullshit up and then dip out? Good thing you did it in the middle of the broadcast this time, not at the end. But ain't nobody gonna click on that shit. From early 1990s to late 2010, St. Louis had more Black people leaving the city than whites. Today, Black residents make up 42.8% of the population, when whites make up about 42.9% of the population. Well, white supremacy, WS is global, right? Ain't nowhere to run, ain't nowhere to hide. So, instead of leaving your neighborhood, why don't y'all band together to fix it up? I mean, my family made that choice back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Going from Chicago, Illinois to Minnesota. I'm actually glad that happened. I can't imagine. Could y'all imagine what I would have been like if I grew up in Minnesota? I mean, in Chicago. I really can't imagine what I would be like if I wasn't North Side bred. I love the North Side. The North Side made me who I am, baby. But I feel you though, if the city ain't popping, get on up out of there. He said, I don't understand this trend is allowed to continue. How can you say you are a major city and one of the largest populations is leaving? Sandoval said, we are a growing city, yet one of the most important elements of the city is leaving. He said Black families continue to leave the makeup of the city, and it will eventually change. If these trends continue over the next decade, it's possible that white could be the majority of the city. According to the studies, Iowa policy, some Black families are leaving Midwest cities plagued with systematic racism and discrimination. I agree. Minnesota is very oppressive. Minnesota will have you go to the club out at night, on the weekend or whatever. You go to the club, they want to wrestle you to the crib with goddamn horses and all of that. It's ridiculous. I ain't playing. According to a recent study by the Iowa Policy Project, some Black families are leaving the Midwest. Many African Americans moved to Midwestern or Northern cities because they were tired of racism in the South. Well, that was a lie, because Minnesota's racist as fuck. Sorry, but yeah, they're totally racist in Minnesota. You can tell by them, this Kim Porter trial. Like, she get up there doing the fake cow cry. Now they don't know if they can come up with a deliberation now. Boy, I swear, if she get off, Minnesota's in for it again. I wouldn't even be surprised if people nutted up one more time, and they should. This is a long splaining ass article, so I'm not gonna read it all, but I'm gonna skip down to a few paragraphs. It says St. Louis Development Corporation is working on an economic justice plan to help those families. The only way to address systematic racism is to start talking about justice and fairness treatment and creating opportunities, Neil Richardson said, the executive director of St. Louis Development Corporation. We're making strategic investments in how we rebuild those neighborhoods, Richardson said, attacking many of the vacant, dilapidated homes and rebuilding those commercial corridors, as well as ensuring residents in those areas have access to economic empowerment. Well, if you cut the check that y'all owe us, then we can make our own economic empowerment. Make us whole like you made everybody else whole. Cut that check, family. We're making strategic. He said, we said to attract more black families, St. Louis must create a higher paying jobs and hire black people from the area to work the new workforce sites. The National Geospatial Agency, Geospatial. I never heard of that. We were able to very intentionally say that we want to introduce STEM and other geopastoral skills later in high school or in college. Well, yeah, y'all took all the wood shopping and plumbing and electrician and all of that shit out of high school. You took out the trades, made those exclusively for PC people. Now it's either Juan or Seth at the mechanic shop. Anyway, we have a very intentional now to say that we want to introduce STEM and other things to the whoop. We need to be talking 12 to K and how we build those relationships. So basically, they're saying the solution to the problem is to create more jobs so that we can have more workers. And I say that's some bullshit. See, this country is gonna fall. You wanna know why? Because all they gotta do is give black people what they owe. That would stimulate the economy. You know what I mean? And we would be on the forefront of technology because black people are smart too, but y'all not finding that out because y'all don't want to fund and y'all don't want to, so that's why it's up on us to fight for what we owe, right? How long do we have to, fight from the background, right? If somebody made your ancestors work for free, build the country, suckle all the little PC babies on their little titty, was breed farmed, babies used as alligator bait, countless people ripped out of jail cells, hung up, burned, people took little pieces of their body for mementos. It's nigga nuts and a lot of addicts across the country. There's a lot of people with jars of fermented nigga nuts in their attic, passing them around from generation to generation. Like, look what we did back in the day. We did this. All you see all them people on them pictures, like you see them black and white pictures, like with the one little apple head girl smiling at the dude getting hung. She got nigga nuts in her attic, man. She was smiling too heavy at that scene. She got nigga nuts in the attic, though. And y'all just let that sink in a little bit. Eventually, I think they should give us our own couple states. But now if they did that and everybody moved to their own couple states, then they would just air raid bomb the states and get us up out of here. They concentrated us all in one area. See, that's why we gotta fight for what's ours, y'all. It might not even happen in my lifetime. It might happen in my kids' lifetime because I didn't train my kids to be B1 writers. They are not with that shit. I hope other people's kids is on the same thing, which we know they're not. It's a lot of it's a lot of lost parents and it's a lot of lost kids out here too because of it. Right? But hey, we're gonna have to do what we gotta do. It is what it is. Go grab one of these dope shirts. I'm gonna probably tap in again at about 12 o'clock. Then no, this ain't the shirt. Hold on, we're talking about this shirt. Go grab one of them dope shirts. Get you one of these dope shirts or one of these dope hats. You know what I'm saying? Keep It P is definitely in the house. There's another guy I told y'all that had some Keep It P gear too as well that I thought was really dope, and I shouted him out on the show. So today I'm gonna shout out Tricky P. Tricky P got a new song out with Drummer Boy. And hold on. I'm gonna play it for y'all. I'm gonna play it for you real quick. Hold on real quick here. I want to shout my mans out. I just did the graphic for it too, right? So if y'all need some graphics and all that, come holla at me. Here you go. I'm gonna show it to you real quick. Y'all see that? Let me blow it up real quick. Does it come out? Does it hold on. Let me blow that up a little bit for you. Let me blow it up some. Not that one. That one. Okay. All right, y'all ready? Check. It's real short, but I definitely still want to show love. Check it out. Matter of fact, I don't know if you can hear it. Let me see. Oh, well, actually, that was it. Hold on, I'll go back. But I do graphics like this, y'all. If y'all need graphics for your songs and shit, see, so just a little something to show y'all what it is. I do graphics and all that. But anyway, I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm a moja, foja, and scold you about being on code. Thanks for tapping in this morning, and you will hear more news from me later on throughout the day. It's J Lava Keep It P podcast, and I'm out.
Music Tuesday.
Ways for you to run my cash.
Check reparation. Check reparation. Check reparation. Check reparation. Check reparation. Check reparation. Check reparation.
Run it, bring it back, 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 back. Run it, bring it back, 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 back. Run it, bring it back, back, back.
I bring it back like I took it from the premises. I bring it back like it's stolen from my nemesis. I bring it back.
Shawty bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. Shawty bang my line. Bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. You can catch me on the book or DM me at IG. Consider me.
Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I'm a slave with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look.
Taking flight, changing life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like nigga night. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas and it's light bright. Got big balls and a good pipe. One calling it.
Or a wave, then you could just go and say, this is a possible way for me to go and lay. Man, I knew it was something, couldn't ignore it. It was fate, it was fate. I was in the image and I definitely belong here. And now that I'm here, I'ma change.
Yeah, I'm an animal, red gorilla, I eat your dog. your Poochie. Get what you're gonna get, front and center.
Which I grew up living life, which I knew. Standing on my toes, graduated with my honors. TC scientific, getting to what's the plan? C, throw the kickback, zip sack, throwing kicks on.
Music TV.